semester. That one, you go through the platform, you see through my manifestos. We shall start from inside here. We shall start by strengthening the university medical room, by stopping the drugs, and also maybe forming a health club. In that way, we will do something. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Winnie, for responding to the questions that were posed to you. May I again invite Honorable Peter to respond to some of the questions that were directed to you. Peter, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moderator. I thank all who have given us their questions. I'm going to start with my brother who asked us, is there a university bus or a university stadium? When you give me your votes and be again president, I will advise the university to at least buy for us a university bus, because we have been seeing a bus from various universities, because this bus here is one of the things that will show to other people that this is a university. We have a reasonable university. We have a university that actually have something. Another thing is about the studio for the students of journalism. I will talk to the administration, if possible, if they cannot provide this, they should make it as a field attachment to all the journalism students to at least go to one of the radio stations annually or weekend, week by week, to express what they have done. I'm going to the questions which was thrown from my brother Brian. He said that since this university is a private university, as the guild president, what will you do to make sure that there's something in a guild account? It is there in my manifesto. I've been going through the past regime. I've been seeing them, how they're generating money. And I asked them that, what so far have you done to bring something into your account? And I came out with one idea that for the guild account to be active, we should come in with ideas of bringing other things to generate money. One of them is bringing guild canteen. Guild canteen is one of the sources of income that can bring income to the guild account. Another one is we shall form the group of alumni that will also bring for us some money in our account as the guild. The third question is from my brother Isaac. He says that since we are most likely to shift to a new site, the university may think of increasing tuition fees. When you give me your votes, I will talk to the university not to increase tuition, because we have been paying tuitions. They have been using those money to build and renovate those sites. At least they should look for a way of getting some sponsorship from elsewhere, so that they build the classes and the lecture rooms. I will advise them not to increase the tuition. Lastly, from my brother Brian, Jasper, he says that he would like to know whether there is in account. Jasper, let me tell you, the Gill cannot run without an account. It cannot run without an account. I'm very sure that the Gill has an account. Now, if you give me your pulse and I go and find that the Gill does not have account or they have account, I will only make sure that that account is active and it is being delivered. The signatories belongs to the students, not the administration. Thank you for your questions. That is all I have. Those are the questions I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Peter, for responding to some of the few questions that were directed to you. I remember last year in the presidential election, the presidential candidates were traversing different parts of the country looking for votes, and they were sharing actually their manifestos. And in most cases, when these presidential candidates come, people don't note down their manifestos because it is important that you note down them, and within the period that they are given, you actually analyze what they have actually promised, what they have shared, have they achieved. You can be able to ask them when they come back. I believe also here, these people have been sharing what they have, the plan they have when one of them is actually elected. And I believe they will be noting them down. So, you will know whom you are going to vote, that is tomorrow. But note that when these people, one of them is elected, and he or she is not performing to the best of his or her ability, take time and get to the office and ask to promise that you are going to do A, B, C, and D, and it's not being done. Are we together? So it is actually important. So I believe you have gauged whom you are going to cast tomorrow, based on what they have shared, issues that they have shared last year. Our time is fast spent, and I want to take this time to the academic registrar to also respond to some of the questions that were directed to him, and then also say something as we come to the close of this presidential debate for today. Academic registrar, you're most welcome. The mic. Let's put our hands together as we welcome the academic registrar. All sections. A few questions directed on his desk.
Praise the Lord. The chairperson, the electoral commission, the moderator, the guild, presidential aspirants, dean of students, coordinator education, the outgoing guild, the students community, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to be with you this evening and to be part of the knowledge sharing of our tomorrow's guild presidential candidates. It's a pleasure to note that the candidates have given us their views regarding how they want to take this university to the next level. I wish we could thank them for that. First of all, I bring you apology from the Vice Chancellor and other members of club management who are not here. They would have loved to be with us, but because of some other commitments, they were not able to be here. But I think they are following the debate online. Thank you to the IT team. Moderator, you have asked me to respond to a few questions. I would prefer to respond to them in the right forum. This evening is the forum for our presidential candidates. Very soon, we'll be inviting the students for the General Assembly so that we can respond to a number of issues that may come. I don't want to disorient your mind to the extent that you forget about what has brought us here today. So my apology for that, and to please keep your question when we meet as an assembly. We will definitely discuss a number of things concerning the students' welfare. I want to thank the Dean of Students, the acting Dean of Students, for working hand in hand with the Electoral Commission to get us up to this moment. Can we give a hand of applause to them? For your information, we have the Dean who was once the guild president of this university. I don't know whether you know that. Kindly stand up so that you can see that a soul has always done one thing to ensure that it balances the gender during elections. You're welcome, and kindly sit down. Thank you. The guild aspirants, I'm very proud of you, because if you did not take up the mantle, it would have been very difficult for us to understand how you want to drive this institution, this university, when you become the guild president. So I think your manifesto has been heard by the electorates, and therefore they will decide tomorrow, isn't it? What I can tell you that is that the guild leadership is one of the most important aspects in the management of the university. Without the guild leadership, without the student community, it is quite difficult to call yourself an institution like All Saints University. So we need the students, we need the guild student leaders to work together to make us all a better place. So we give honor to those students who come out to help lead the institution. To the outgoing guild leaders, I want to thank you so much for picking the university at the time when it was so difficult because we had undergone COVID-19, and eventually the leaders, the student leaders who were there, that term of office expired, and it expired when the other student bodies were not there. But we must thank the guild, outgoing guild, for picking up from nowhere to bring us to this extent. Mr. Gill, President Sir, kindly stand up and wave to the people, and we thank him for taking us to this level. We do appreciate it. I want to say that the university management is always ready to work with the students' choice of their leaders. And therefore, I want to assure you that whoever you choose to become your guild president, management will be able to work with that person and work with that person very well. We need to make the university move to the next level. And therefore, your choice matters. Your choice on whom you want to lead you matters. For your information, ASOL now has a trademark. ASOL's trademark from 2019 or 2018-2019 became one of the best universities in Uganda in terms of discipline. Clap for yourself. Without you, the student body, we would not have earned that powerful name of the university with the most disciplined students. I therefore hope that with the new leadership, we will continue to make sure that our discipline is maintained and we continue to respect one another. We may differ in opinion, we may differ in the way we want to do things, but let us put discipline as our central unit for our operation. This semester is codenamed a model semester. It is a model semester for which we want to put ASOL or take ASOL to the next level. A lot has been done, a lot has been said. We should be now heading towards our new campus, and moving to the new campus is setting us to the level of attaining a charter. Clap for yourselves. Many people have always wondered, what is a charter? A private university like All Saints University has 3 stages upon which it has to move. The first stage is when it is granted permission to operate. The second stage is when it is given a license to operate as a private university. And then the third stage is to attain a charter status. Once you have attained a charter status, then you are an equivalent of a public university. So I want you to take this and take it seriously. Your discipline is earning us marks. Other activities you are doing is earning us marks. And for your information, management is working hard to ensure that by end of this year, we should apply for a charter. And that means we need the leadership, the student leadership, to be strong enough to work with management and work with the staff together. I do believe that tonight's contestants have exhibited what it takes to ensure that we work as a team and we get a charter. If not by next year, 2023. That is the target management is having. And therefore, one of the things that is needed to have a charter is having a functional guild leadership. Having what? A functional guild leadership. I want to request the team that is coming to ensure that they have a working constitution. I hear it is almost done, but let us ensure that we have a fully working constitution. Now, being a young university as such, we have also a number of challenges. But as a family, let us take these challenges as an opportunity. Let us not cry as if there are no solutions to these challenges. Let us ensure that these challenges are turned into opportunities for which we can turn the table round and find good things in them. And for that matter, I call upon between the guild leaders or the guild leadership, the student body, the teachers, and management, so that we can have a solution to some of the challenges that we have. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow you will have to make a decision. I would advise that you make the elections peaceful and transparent. Peaceful and transparent. There are procedures in case you are discontented. Do not walk in protest. Please follow the procedure to lodge your complaint. I hope the Dean has informed the candidates about this. But to be more gentle, in any game, there's always a loser and a winner. The Bible tells us that a leader is always chosen by God. Now, God has already made a choice on the two. We are just doing one thing tomorrow to endorse it. So I pray that we come in big numbers, get and pray, and after the prayers, go and cast your vote and wait for the results. With these few remarks, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, you have our support, and we do hope you are going to do your best in ensuring that the elections of tomorrow is transparent and free and fair to the world. I therefore want to wish you all the best of success and God's blessings. Say all this, to God be the glory.
Let's give a round of applause for Prime Minister for that beautiful declarations. And God bless you. And that definitely brings us to the end of this again presidential debate. And as we get prepared and ready for tomorrow for the elections, that is actually scheduled for tomorrow. So we urge the students to be here early enough and cast your votes and wait for the election results. I want to appreciate the presidential candidates for the sacrifice of their time and articulating issues here. And I know for sure you are going to go through. You're going to go through. So the gate will actually be open tomorrow. People will be free to come and then cast your vote to your favorite candidate. So we have come to the end of it all. I also want to appreciate the Electoral Commission together with the team, and then also the Office of the Dean of Students for making sure that this presidential debate becomes a success, then also the event management. Thank you very much. I know it is first of its kind, and this is the beginning. Next year, I believe this presidential candidate and debate will still continue to take place. So thank you very much. I also want to thank the student body at large for taking your time to be at this particular moment, and even the media houses for actually making sure that this presidential debate is live on air. And then also the IT team, also Festo, also making sure we are live on air. May God bless each one of us. So I want to request one person